It's SpeedLaughs, the comedy podcast for people with short attention spans who don't know how to,
And there's that fellow that works in the butcher shop over the Atlantic Theater in Boston. Remember him? That fellow with one eye and a wooden leg? Maybe he'd marry me. But then, imagine what the children would look like. I mean, how could I teach a baby to walk if it had wooden legs? And what if we had toy mites in the house and they ate them? Imagine a toy mite eating my baby's wooden legs. I guess he wouldn't make such a good husband after all. What if he met a Goyle that had a wooden leg and they had children? I wonder if that's how ventriloquist dummies are born. But it seems like they never grow up. Did you ever notice that most ventriloquist dummies are still children? Look at Charlie McCarthy. He's been doing his act with Edgar Boykin for years, and he's still only 12 years old. Well, maybe the dummies ain't always the ventriloquist children. Maybe some of them's adopted. But then, why don't they adopt older dummies? They're always children. You never see a ventriloquist dummy who's 18 or 20 years old. Did you ever notice that, Poyle? Doctor, get in here.
Yeah, what do you want?
That woman's been talking for 4 days nonstop. Can't you get her to shut up so we can all get some sleep?
Which one do you mean?
The one on top.
Oh, her again. All right, Miss Necklace, it's time to take your pill again. And get up off the floor, will ya? You're scaring the mice.
Mice? You have mice in the hospital with all these people around?
Don't worry, lady, the mice won't get sick. Besides, we've got to give the veterinarian something to do. Otherwise, he just stays on his phone all day looking at pictures of cats.
Well, couldn't he show the cat pictures to the mice and scare them away?
Sure, but then there'd be nothing for him to do and he'd go home.
Well, what's wrong with that?
He ain't got no home. He sleeps in my office.
Well, where do you sleep?
I sleep in his office.
Well, if you both have offices, why don't you sleep in your office and he can sleep in his office?
I don't make the rules, lady. I'm just here to check on the patients. Now open your mouth and say, ah.
Ah, what was that for?
I just wanted to see if you had your tonsils removed or not. I'll be back in a minute. Miss Necklace, I told you, get up off the floor.
What do you think we've been trying to do?
Well, you are pretty heavy. I suppose I'll have to get a derrick to get you two off of that floor.
did you call me, Doc?
Yes, Derek. We've got another pair of conjoined twins here that have fallen off the bed onto the floor.
Again? That's the third pair of conjoined twins this week. All right, ladies, get on your feet.
That's better. Thanks, Derek.
You're welcome.
Is that all he comes in here for? Just to lift people off the floor?
No, I also administer anesthesia.
Did you call me? Who are you? Anesthesia. I thought I heard someone mention me and... Wait a moment. Don't I know you? Yes, I'm Rose Maroney of the Maroney Detective Agency. I remember you, but I thought your name was Ann Onimus. Oh, well, that's my husband's name, you know. My maiden name was Aesthesia. I see. Now it all makes sense.
Will you folks keep quiet over there? I'm trying to give this woman her pill.
I ain't taking no pill. The last one you gave me tasted awful. Ruby, that wasn't no pill. You ate a button from my dress. Oh, is that what it was? Oh, all right, give me the pill.
Here you are.
You know, I thought the button tasted better. That ain't funny, Ruby. It ain't. Well, Jimmy O'Rourke used it in Omaha back in 1923, and the audience thought it was...
Don't start that again.
Gee, Jimmy O'Rourke. You know, if Morton and McGuire don't marry me, maybe Jimmy will. He's a nice fella.
Ruby, don't.
Only every time he sees me, he sticks his finger in my eye. I wonder why he does that. Oh, well, you know those Irish fellas. I guess to them it's just a sign of affectation or something.
Ruby, I'm warning you.
Kind of like the way Barry Monahan used to throw plates at me. Remember him? He was that cross-eyed fella that used to follow the dog act. Of course, he always missed me when he threw the plates. They was good plates, too. Must have cost 25 or 30 cents each. I wonder why he'd want to break them like that.
Doctor, how long did you say it would take that pill to kick in?
Oh, it should take effect any minute now, I hope.
I mean, he must have a lot of money to throw around if he can afford to buy so many plates and then break them. I wonder which one he throws around more, money or plates. But then, he has to have money to buy the plates in the first place, so I guess he's got both. It's like that old riddle. Which came first, the egg or the chicken? I always thought that was a silly question. Don't you think so, Boyle? You know, it reminds me of that gag Bobby Desmond used to tell about the chicken who was falling asleep, and the rooster says to her,
Good. She's asleep. Maybe now I can tell you what I'm doing in this hospital in the first place. You see, Oh, damn it.
Will we ever find out what the rooster said to the chicken? Will Ruby ever stop talking so much? Will she still be asleep by the next episode? Will the doctor and the veterinarian ever sleep in their own offices instead of each other's? Why did Jimmy O'Rourke used to stick his finger in Ruby's eye? Will we ever find out why Rose is in the hospital? Did Nathaniel Clute remember to feed his goldfish this morning before he left for work? Will the show ever make any sense? Tune into the next episode of SpeedLaughs and find out.
That was the second episode in the fourth series of SpeedLaughs, a short podcast for short people with short attention spans, written by Andrew Gilmore and featuring Martha Michael, with Andrew Gilmore and Joe McCann. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you didn't, who cares?